So you and Adam Cole are going to battle once again at the Great American Bash. What is the strategy going into this match that you haven't done in all your previous matches with Adam?
The thing with Adam, man, it's really tough to predict what he's going to bring to the table. He has such a diverse move set. His offense is incredible. His defense is incredible. It's really hard to prepare for him. And it's crazy to think because I've really been preparing for him my whole career. We've had so many matches over the years all over the world. And now on this stage in NXT and WWE, the stakes are just raised to a whole new level. So, man, I try and have the same mentality going in every match, and that is just to do my best, to try and have the best showing that I possibly can, win, lose, or draw. I'm there to test myself, to challenge myself, and not to take anything away from Adam Cole because he's one of the best. So it's a true challenge and a test anytime I'm in the ring with that guy. That said, what to expect, man? It's just it's another day at the office, and it's another day of Kyle O'Reilly, stealing the show and doing his thing.
Yeah, definitely, because you guys had some incredible matches. I remember watching you guys do battle and ROH. So,
oh, really? You remember some of those?
Oh, yeah. So to see that and then transition to NXT, and for a lot of fans who haven't seen you guys do battle there, it's like a refresher for like older fans and for newer fans. It's something new to see between you guys. So that's why I asked. I was like, "Oh, is there anything different that you guys are going to bring to the table?"
Yeah, we try and we've got such good chemistry as a team and as opponents, so it's just never doing the same stuff that we've done in the past. Always try and evolve and make everything better. So it's a challenge every single time, but we both have the same mentality in the fact that we just want to steal the show and have the best match possible. So I think that's what you guys can expect.
Yeah. So it looks like WWE is going to do their draft after SummerSlam, right? So that means all three brands are going to be up for grabs. Like if they trade you to another brand, where would you want to go?
Man, I know it's so cliche to say that I'm happy where I'm at, but that's really truly the case. Like there's so many guys coming up in NXT now that I want to have matches against. There's a lot of goals that I have that I want to accomplish in NXT. I want to become the NXT champion. I want to become the NXT North American champion. I want to become the NXT tag champion again, be a 4-time tag champ. So like there's so many goals that I have that I still want to accomplish here. That said, I'll take any opportunity wherever it may come, if it's on a Monday or a Friday or a Tuesday night. I'm going to be trying my absolute best, and that's all I can really hope to do, right?
Is there anybody you want to face from the different brands?
So I don't know what's happening right now with Daniel Bryan, if where he's at or if he's still on SmackDown or what. But he's a guy that I've always really wanted to face, and I've wanted to have a match with for a very long time. So I don't know where or when that'll possibly happen. Who knows? That would be a dream match for me. But there's a ton of guys that I want to face as well. Seth Rollins being a guy I'd love to face, a guy that I fought many times in the past, but never in WWE or NXT is Ricochet. I love to rekindle a feud that we had a number of years ago. So there's a ton of exciting matches out there. How about you? What would you like to see?
Oh my God. I mean, besides the Daniel Bryan match, I would love to see you guys mix it up in there. Ricochet is another one. There's so many, like you and Riddle.
Yeah,
I want to see you and Riddle go at it again.
We had a few singles before NXT and a couple tags in NXT, but that'd be a good one to restart too.
You know what? As much I know he's a champion right now, and they got him as a undefeated guy. But you and Roman Reigns, I would love to see that.
I love that. I would absolutely love that match too, man.
Yeah, because the match that you did with Finn Balor, I was just like, okay, he went extremely hard on this one, and I love the matches that you and Finn had, and then just to have that match for like say Roman or even like Bobby Lashley, that would be great too.
That'd be great too, yeah.
Who else, man? Oh my God, Apollo. Be another great match between you guys.
Yeah, I'd love to wrestle Apollo as well, man. There's so many guys like this. Yeah, could wrestle till the cows come home and still not face everybody, So
it's safe to say no matter where you go, you're gonna put a 5-star match together, no matter what.
Yeah, or die trying.
Exactly. Has wrestling always been a part of your life?
Pro wrestling is, yeah, like, I mean, since being a kid and watching wrestling as a kid, yeah, like I've been obsessed with it and loved it ever since. And then in the Attitude Era, when things really kicked off, is when my fandom took to a new level, and I was like, this is something that I have to do when I grow up one day. So yeah, it's just something that I never grew out of, and I'm just a kid at heart, and this is just the thing that when I watch and when I do, it just gives me that feeling in my stomach that, like, yeah, this is the right path for me.
I mean, that's true. I talked to so many other talent, and I always ask them the same thing. I was just like, has wrestling always been a big part of your life? And they always said, yeah. They always have their highlights of like why they fell in love with wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
If you wasn't doing wrestling, what would you think you'd be doing?
I get asked that a lot, and I feel like the answer can kind of change on a day-to-day basis. It's tough to really know what else I could be doing from a skill perspective and from a passion perspective. But I really enjoy writing, and I'd love to work on, maybe a novel or short stories and stuff like that. Just something like with a fictional narrative that I really used to always love. That has always been a hobby of mine. I'm a little too shy to like show stuff to the world that I've written, but maybe one day I'll get the courage to, and that could be something outside of the ring.
You can't be shy, man. You have to go out there. You have to do it. Even like having like these conversations like this, like before I was really shy of like doing things like this, and just like having like little small interviews or like meet and greets with people online and talking. And I just threw myself out there, and it's been working. It's been okay.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. But Mick Foley came out with a ton of books.
Yep.
Yeah,
he's a guy I've always looked up to. Reading his first autobiography, one of the biggest inspirations to me that this is something I could pursue. Like reading about him chasing that wrestling dream of being a kid growing up in New York and driving hundreds of miles and sleeping in his car to get to shows. Like that's stuff that I all experienced. And while I was experiencing it, I was like, Mick Foley did this, man. This is the right thing to be doing. This is the journey, because what's the point of making it anywhere if you don't have a badass story of how you got there, right? So
exactly. And I know a ton of people will love to read it, especially now with the generation of fans that we have. They love to get more insight on the people that they see inside the ring. I think social media has helped a lot with that, that we get to see more of you guys. Before it used to be like, I mean, when I was growing up, we didn't know what Hulk Hogan and Warrior were doing backstage, or like their hobbies and stuff like that. And now we can tell, like, hey, Kyle likes to do jujitsu. When he's not in the ring, or he likes to paint and write books.
Right. I need to be more active on the social media. You're right, because I'm like, to what we were just talking about. Like sometimes I'm just a little apprehensive about putting myself out there, and I kind of want to separate my wrestling character with my real life persona as well. And so I feel like it's good to have a little separation, but it's also good to be active and to let people know what you're into and what's going on as well. So you make a good point, man.
Yeah, I remember, Taker was like that. He went his whole career making sure that he was just like, and now he's retired, and you see him on social media more than the teenagers are. Like, it's crazy at times. Like I go on Instagram and I'll see like him making a post, and I'm just like, it's so weird.
Weird, right?
Yeah, it is weird, but like he's swimming with tigers right now. I'm like, okay, well, at least he's enjoying retirement,
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, much deserved retirement to him.
So, besides writing, is there any other hobbies that you currently do, like that you love to enjoy?
Yeah, I love spending time in the kitchen and throwing a record on and listening to some music and making a nice meal with my wife and myself and our dogs and hanging out. And that's a hobby of mine that's been a huge part of my life for a few years now. I used to work in a kitchen, and I love grilling and barbecuing. Just that's definitely something I could maybe do outside of the ring. Although working in a kitchen full time is tough work, so it'd be hard going from the glamorous wrestling life to something like that. Hardly glamorous, but you know what I mean. Like it'd be definitely a change in occupations, that's for sure. But yeah, that's a labor of love. That's something that I just really enjoy to do, and I would do it no matter what. So,
last question that I have for you is, where did the air guitar come from when you used to come down the ring?
Well, obviously, I'm not the first guy to air guitar down to the ring. There's a somewhat famous guy named Hulk Hogan that did it in the NWO.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was cool when I was a kid, and just coming out with the Undisputed Era, and we kind of had that vibe in the field. The music was funky, and I was just feeling it. I didn't plan on doing it. I hadn't planned on doing it since. It just, the music would take over, and I'd become some sort of psychedelic funky priest slapping the bass as I come through the curtain and just feeling it. So it's just something that I think is kind of fun, and it's evolved into a thing of its own, and people sort of bring it up all the time now, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah, because it was what was it? When they came out with the WWE 2K game, everybody was excited for it. They seen that you was on the roster of talent, and then people picked you, and you did not do the air guitar.
Oh, people were so pissed.
Listen, as a fan, I was just like, why does he do the air guitar? And that was like the number one thing online that everybody talked about was just why is it you are not doing the air guitar? So hopefully the next time around, they get it right and they actually have you doing the air guitar.
Did I not have it in the second? Because I've been on.
Yeah, so you know what? No, so they did fix it the last time. The first time you were on there, they didn't have it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Uproar, and then they came back out with another version.
We can't play the game unless we fix this.
Exactly.
That's so funny. Yeah, that's a good point, man.
Is there any words that you want to leave for your fans as they're going into the Great American Bash?
Just, keep supporting NXT on Tuesday nights and keep supporting wrestling in all arenas in general. I mean, from the independent level straight up to WWE level, man. Wrestling needs fans like you guys that show us support and love. And man, I appreciate you helping out Give Kids the World Village, because that is such a special organization, special charity, that it just means so much to me to help them out in any shape or form. So support them, give them some love as much as you can. And yeah, appreciate you having me on, dude. It was great. It was rad talking to you.
Yes, same here. Thank you so much for doing this. It really means a lot.